Hello everyone, welcome to the Bodhi Academy. I am Miss Paroma Kulkarni and this is our series of one-shot videos. Today I'll be covering a very short chapter that comes under civics, that is urban local government. This is going to be a very short video because most of the chapter is curtailed and we are only going to study about about Goa, okay? How Goans, how does Goa manage its urban areas? Okay, to see how they do that, we need to understand that there are two types of main bodies under this, okay. That is the Corporation of the City of Panjim, known as CCP, which is governed under the City of Panjim Corporation Act 2002, and the other body is the municipal councils, okay. There are 13 municipal councils in total, for example, like Margao, Mapsa, Ponda, Kepe, etc. Okay, and this is governed under the Goa Municipalities Act 1968, which was updated in 1994. Okay, after we now, since we know about the two main bodies in Goa, we need to see who lead these bodies, okay, who works under them, what do they do. Okay, so first these are also divided into two. First are the elected leaders and the second are the ones who are appointed by the government. Okay, the first elected leaders, will come to that first. So the first one is the mayor, who heads the CCP, and these two are elected by the people, and the second is the chairpersons, and they head each of the 13 councils. Okay, and then there are statutory committees which help in the overall decision making of the bodies. Okay, so since we have covered the elected members, the mayor, the chairpersons, we will now go to the administrators, that is a part of the urban government. Okay, so now these are appointed by the government. So the first in the hierarchy is the Secretary of Urban Development. Okay, these are top government officials, and the second one is the Director of Municipal Administration. Okay, they are the administrative, the Secretary Urban Development is the administrative head of the municipal administration. That means he looks after all the councils, he looks after everything, he is the overall head. Okay, the second one is the Director of Municipal Administration, who comes under him. Okay, he assists him with everything. He's basically his right hand man, basically helps him with everything. The second one are the commissioners and the chief officers, and the commissioners are for the CCP. Okay, they're full-time officers only for the CCP. The CCP is the Corporation of the City of Panjim, and the chief officers are for the municipal councils. Okay, they help manage, they don't head them, but they help manage the 13 municipal councils. As I mentioned, they are Marga, Mapsa, Ponda, and etc. Now we need to see about the salaries. Who decides the salaries of the commissioner and the chief officers? The state government decides it. It totally depends on them. Okay, and what are the tenure, what's the tenure of these bodies? It's 5 years. And say suppose there's an empty seat, say suppose there is one vacancy, what happens is that there's a by-election held in 6 months to fill that empty seat. Okay, now who conducts the elections for the CCP? The Goa State Election Commission makes sure to conduct the elections for the for the Corporation of the City of Panjim. Okay, so we have covered the two types of bodies, we have covered who leads these bodies, we have covered who are these officers for, whom do they help, and we talked about their salaries, their tenure, their vacancy, about the empty seat, and who conducts these elections. Next we are going to cover the functions of these municipalities. They are divided into two. First is the obligatory functions and the discretionary functions. So the difference is that the obligatory functions you need to compulsorily do it, you have absolutely no choice, but the discretionary functions are very optional. Like say suppose if you have the time and if you have the budget, you can satisfy and fulfill these functions as well. So let's look at the functions of the municipality that are the obligatory functions. First is providing clean drinking water. This is very compulsory, and cleaning streets and sewers, because if the streets are not clean, there'll be bad smell and people will start complaining. Then running primary schools and public hospitals, you need healthcare, you need education. These are two sectors that need to be working properly on a day-to-day basis. Second is registering births and deaths. You need to register who who's dying, and who just gave birth and all of that. Okay, the fifth one is maintaining street lights and public markets. You need to maintain street lights at all times, because it's difficult to like go around at night. So street lights are mandatory. So all of these are just 5 of the obligatory functions. There are more mentioned in the textbook. Then there are discretionary functions, as I mentioned. If you have the time and if you have the budget to fulfill these, you can. The first one is fixing the slums, okay. Second one is building parks. It's not a compulsory thing, but you can do it if you have enough budget and if you have the time. Next is setting up parking lots for different vehicles around the city and all of that. And the fourth one is organizing exhibitions, fun events and all of that. If you've seen, there are a lot of events going in Goa, right? Those come under the discretionary functions. Okay, so the main questions that could come from this chapter are: who is the administrative head of the municipal administration? What is the difference between the obligatory functions and the discretionary functions? Name a few obligatory functions, name a few discretionary functions. How many municipal councils are there? Which act governs the corporation of the city of Panjim, or which act governs the municipal councils? All of that. Okay, these are a few important questions that would come for your exam. I hope you understood this chapter well. It was a very short video, but I hope I was able to explain well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, like, share and subscribe to the Bodhi Academy. Thank you very much.